I'm Tim Simcoe, here with the Hangnnail. The Hangnnail is a patented lap board siding hanger. It'll hang cement board, LP, masonite, any sizes up to and including a 1/2 inch thick, up to 12 inches wide. I'm going to give you a demonstration of how to use it. A lot of people talk to me, they explain that it's hard to hang cement board, so I'm going to give you some tips and I'm going to show you how it's easy for one person to hang it with the Hangnnail.
The Hangnnail is now available through Do It Best lumber yards, home centers, and hardware stores throughout the United States and in 50 countries. Or you can purchase it at www.hangnnail.com.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish up my starter strip and my first course. This is very important because everything will go up according to how level you have it. So this is very, very critical. With the Hangnnail, this is called the swing gauge. We're going to leave it down for this operation. This, I'll show you later how we get our 1 1/4 overlap using the swing gauge. But for this purpose, we're going to leave it down and out of the way. I have a reference line here. You can see the chalk line. And I'm going to put the nail right on this chalk line, like so. And that's ready for the starter strip. I'm going to put one more up. Now with the starter strip, you want to cut your starter strip 1 1/4 inches. The purpose for that is your siding is going to overlap 1 1/4 inches, and you want the same pitch on your first course so it all looks even. If you make it 2 inches, 3 inches, it's going to stick out a little bit. Being 1 1/4 is going to be very susceptible to breaking. I want to put it in the Hangnnail. Now in this instance, I did pre-drill it. The reason for that being, it's overlapping the cement block a little bit and it sticks out, and if I would just try to hammer it now, it would break right in half. This is one of the advantages of the Hangnnail, is that I can do what I want at my leisure. So I'm going to start to nail this down. I've got to angle the nails up into the rim joist. Now when I get to the hanger, I just remove it. In this case it's close to the ground. I angle it and just take it right out. And I'm going to continue nailing across. Now what I want to do is I'm going to get ready for the first course right away. I'm going to leave the swing gauge down again. I want my first course exactly even with the bottom of the starter strip, so I'll just put it right back in the same nail hole. No problem. And I'll continue securing my starter strip. I get to my next hanger, I just remove it. Put it right back in the same nail hole. Now I'm ready for the first course. You always want to try to carry your siding on edge. If you lay it flat, you're in danger of it breaking. It'll start to flop. So always try to keep it on edge. I just want to put it right in the hanger. Now, at my butt joint, I put a piece of felt paper in here. That will help protect water getting in there. And then same as the starter strip, I'm just going to start to secure it. I'm hands-free, it's supported, it's in line with everything I want. Now I just start nailing it in place. Again, when I get to the hanging nail, I just pull the nail out and remove it. And then I'll continue nailing. Now I'm using an 1.5" roofing nail. This old blackboard is like a particle board, very soft. I want to make sure my nail goes through it. Roofing nails are ideal for cement board. You can use whatever you want, but it goes right through it. It's got a flat head, it lays flat, does a nice job. I'll remove this hanger. And I'm ready for my second course.
The Hang and Nail is now available through Do It Best lumber yards, home centers, and hardware stores throughout the United States and in 50 countries. Or you can purchase it at www.hangandnail.com.
And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place this on the first course, line it up where I know the stud is, and put a nail in it. Now I'm going to swing the swing gauge down, and what that's going to do is I'm going to have a perfect 1.25" overlap as recommended for cement board. And I'll put my second hanger in. Space it wherever you want. You want to use a minimum of 2. A lot of people just can't believe that it'll support the siding. They'll put 3 in. Not necessary. I just put a piece of siding in the hanger. And then I want to look and make sure I get it exactly where I want it. And then I want to straighten up my hangers, make sure everything is even. So I think I'll start here. Again, I'm hands-free, I'll do what I want. Now here you have to be careful the corner doesn't break. Okay, now I'll get ready to hang this end cap. Again, I'll use 2 hangers. I'll start from the butt seam for nailing purposes. So I want to put my first hanger over quite a ways.
Okay.
Now again, I'm just going to put my piece right in the hanger, cut the length. You'll notice it butts up nice against the other piece here. Now I'm kind of afraid of breaking these corners, so I'm going to put the nail between the 2 pieces in the butt seam. Take my hanger out again. It's got a magnet on it, holds the swing gauge shut. The nice thing about the hangers is I don't have to try to hold it up and do this. It frees your hands up. It's easier for one person than for 2 people because they're constantly talking to each other. You have yours done yet?
The Hang and Nail is now available through Do It Best lumber yards, home centers, and hardware stores throughout the United States and in 50 countries. Or you can purchase it at www.hangandnail.com.
If you've ever tried to cut a piece of siding with a notch that's going to go around a window here, if you cut it on the workbench, it's going to break. The minute you pick it up and try to put it on the wall, it's going to break. I'm going to show you how one person can cut the notch, the window will be perfect, and it'll never break. You can put 1 hanger on each side of the window. Just to guarantee I'm okay, I like to put 2 hangers. And I'm going to put 2 hangers on each side of the window. Now what this is going to do is it's going to support the siding on each side of the window individually. There won't be any stress on the middle here. What I'm going to do now is put a full sheet of siding in here, decide where I want to place it, I'll measure for my window, mark it, take it back down, and I'm going to cut just the horizontal cut. I'll put it back in the hangers and then make my vertical cuts. I just wanted to mention quick, there's a couple ways of measuring this. You're going to be absolutely exact. I'll show you how you're going to do it, but this is one method. If I measure from the window to the siding, I have inch and 3/16. I'm going to say inch and a quarter on both sides. Now I'm going to have an inch and a quarter overlap. So if I add my overlap to that inch and a quarter, I know I'm going to have a piece of siding under here 2.5 inches. And that's where I'm going to want to make my cut. Now to put a piece of siding in the hangers, my window sticks out further than the hanger. So what I want to do is put one end in a hanger, like so, then pull this hanger out enough to catch it and work my way down. Now I want to get my spacing. Now this cut is going to be 2.5 inches. A way I can double check it, I can just put my tape measure up behind here and I'm at 2.5 inches. This is where I'm going to want to space it. So I'm going to mark where each side of my window is. Because I'm going to take the siding down and make a horizontal cut. Now, I made my horizontal cut. I'm going to put the piece back in the hanger, same method as before. Now, as long as I just have that horizontal cut, it doesn't weaken the cement board. You still want to carry it on end though. I can feel up behind here. My cut is great. You can look through the cut too if you want. We have to make these cuts now. You can use a variety of tools. I just use a circular saw. I just want to get it over with. To avoid cutting your window trim or that, you just swing everything to the side. I'll give you an example. May have to touch that up. Okay, now you want to clean these inside corners up a little bit. I use a little saber saw with a carbide blade on it. All right, now that should go. There we go. Okay. Okay, I've made my vertical cuts. I know my horizontal cut is right. Now it'll fit right in around the window. Just like so. Now what I want to do is make sure my hangers are straight because I was sliding it back and forth. And notice there's no chance of this breaking. Now I just want to start to nail it up.
The Hang and Nail is now available through Do It Best lumber yards, home centers, and hardware stores throughout the United States and in 50 countries. Or you can purchase it at www.hangandnail.com.